Hellcat.
Hello everyone, this is Vaishali. Welcome to my channel Byte Math Academy. Today we are going to learn division of integers. As you know, division is inverse of multiplication. So we'll see an example. 3 into 5 is equal to 15. These two are whole numbers and 15 is also an whole number. So for this multiplication statement, can we write corresponding division statement? Yes. So corresponding division statement for this is 15, that is this product. Divide by one of this number, that is first we divide it by 3. The quotient is 3 5 are 15. So 5 is the quotient. Again, the next corresponding statement is 15 divided by 5. Now I divided this 15 by 5. 5 3s are 15. So quotient is 3. When I divide 15 by 5, I get 3. When I divide 15 by 3, I get 5. So for this multiplication statement, these two are corresponding division statements. Is that clear? Now we will see some more examples. I will write multiplication statements and corresponding division statements for this. So the first multiplication statement is 2 into minus 6. Here both are integers because this is a negative number. So negative number is always an integer. So 6 2s are 12 and minus sign because one of the integer is negative. So product is also a negative number. This is a multiplication statement. We have to write corresponding division statement for this. Minus 12, that is this product, divide by minus 6. Minus 12 divided by minus 6. It gives 2, that is this number. Now second division statement is again minus 12 I'll write it again. Minus 12 divided by minus 6, it gives 2. Second division statement is minus 12 divided by this 2, it gives minus 6, that is this number. So next is minus 4 into 5. Minus 4 into 5. So answer is minus 20. This is the multiplication statement. Corresponding division statement is that minus 20 divided by 5. So it gives minus 4, that is this number. Second corresponding statement is again minus 20 divided by minus 4. Quotient is another number, that is 5. Next example is minus 8 into minus 9. Minus 8 into minus 9. Product is 72. So corresponding division statement is 72 divided by minus 9. Quotient is minus 8. And another corresponding statement is 72 divided by minus 8. It will give minus 9. 72 divided by minus 8 is equal to minus 9. And the last example is minus 8 into 4. Minus 32. So for this multiplication, corresponding division statements are minus 32 divided by minus 8, it gives 4. Again, minus 32 divided by 4, it gives minus 8. So, for each multiplication statement, there are two corresponding division statements. Now, what we have observed here, that when we divide one negative integer by a positive integer, the quotient is negative integer. Or when we divide positive integer by a negative integer, the quotient is again negative integer. That is, when one of the integer is positive and another is negative, the quotient is always negative. We can say that when a divided by minus b, quotient is minus a divided by b, that is quotient is always negative. Or minus a divided by b is equal to also a divided minus a divided by b, means when first integer is positive, another is negative, quotient is negative. When first integer is negative and second integer is positive, that time also quotient is negative. Now the next is when both the integers are negative, the quotient is positive. So we can say that when minus a divided by minus b, quotient is a divided by b. When both are negative integers, quotient is positive integer. Is that clear? Now our next topic is properties of division of integers. Now we have already seen properties of addition and subtraction, properties of multiplication. Now there are closure property, commutative property, associative property. We have to check whether these properties are true for division of integers also. So first is closure property. What is meant by closure property? Closure property of addition of integer is when two integers are there. When addition of two integers is there, result is also an integer. Closure property for multiplication of integer is when we multiply two integers, the result or product is also an integer. So we'll check whether this closure property is true for division. So here 8 divided by 4. What is the quotient? 4 to the 8. So 2 is the quotient. So here two integers are there and result is also an integer. Quotient is also an integer. But now one more example. Minus 8 or minus 4 divided by 8. Now in this case, we have to divide minus 4 by 8. Now, what is the answer? 0.5. Here both are integers, but the result or the quotient is not an integer. It is a decimal number. So decimal number never comes under integers. So this closure property is not true for division of integers, because here two integers are there but the result is not an integer. Is that clear? Now the next property is commutative property. What is the commutative property? Commutative property for addition is even though we change the order of integers, the result is same. So we will check whether this property is true for division also. So here, same example, 8 divided by 4, 4 divided by 8. 8 divided by 4, quotient is 2. But what is the quotient of 4 divided by 8? It is 0.5. So, both are same? No. These two quotients are not same. So, this property also not true for division of integers. Here minus sign remain. So, both closure property and commutative property both are not true for division of integers. Now, the next property, associative property. Example of this, minus 6 divided by 4 or minus 16 divided by 4 divided by minus 2. What is associative property? Associative property means same numbers but different grouping. So what is the answer? 4 4s are 16. So minus 4 divided by 2. Quotient is minus 2. Here quotient is minus 4 divided by 2. Quotient is minus 2. Now we will write the same numbers but the grouping is different. Minus 16 outside the bracket. Here divided by into bracket 4 divided by 2. So first we will solve this bracket. Minus 16 as it is divided by here 2 to the 4. So minus 16 divided by 2. What is the quotient? Minus 8. So what you have observed, when we change the or when we grouped differently, the quotient is not same, not equal. So associative property is also not true for division of integers. Now next, any integer that is 3 or 4, any integer divided by 0 is, what is the quotient? It is meaningless, that is not defined. Any integer divided by 0 is not defined, but 0 divided by any integer is 0. 0 divided by any integer is 0. In general, we say that a divided by 0 is not defined, but 0 divided by any integer, that is a, is equal to 0, where value of a is not equal to 0. So this is the property of division. This is the property of division, where a divided by 0 is not defined and 0 divided by a is equal to 0, where value of a is not equal to 0. Now next property is, when we divide any integer by 1, this is any integer. When we divide any integer by 1, the result or the quotient is the number itself, that is same integer. In general, we can say that a divided by 1 is equal to 8. Example of this 37 divided by 1 is 37. 100 divided by 1 is 100. Is that clear? So first property is divided by 0. Second property is divided by 1. And what about when we divide it by -1? When any integer divided by -1, what is the result? Here quotient is 3. Negative will become positive. So when we divide by -1, the quotient is not number itself. Here -3 was there, but here only positive 3 is the result. So both are not same. One more example we will take. 6 divided by -1. Here quotient is -6. One positive integer, one negative integer. So the quotient is negative integer. So quotient is not same as number. Here positive integer, here negative integer. So when I divide any integer by 1, it gives the same number, but when I divide any number by -1, it does not give same integer. So that's all for today.